You want to move to Thailand, but you're like, what I'm going to do for money? How I'm going to make money? What? You know? I'm here to help you. Y'all, I did my research. And I got y'all. I have 4 ways that you can make money while living here in Bangkok, Thailand. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lanasia. I'm a 25-year-old living here in Bangkok, Thailand. And today, we're going to talk about a popular topic. Y'all should have seen my last video. I was getting so many comments asking this question. How do you make money to afford to live in Bangkok, Thailand? So today, I'm going to break it all down for you guys, how I specifically make money and how you can make money too while living here in Thailand. And if you're watching this video and you don't live in Thailand, but you do want to make the move, make sure you guys check out my Move into Thailand ebook. It's down below in the description. It's a step-by-step guide that lists all the things that I think were very essential to move into Thailand. I list all the visa options that are available to you, and you will decide which one is best for you. I don't give no unsolicited advice. I tell you how to find a job, and I teach you how to immerse yourself into the community, because I believe that is the most important thing to do when living abroad. There are a bunch of mistakes that I made when I first moved here, so I made the ebook so that you guys don't have to make the same mistakes that I made. So make sure you guys check that out down below in the description. So first and foremost, I did not just move to Thailand and thought I was going to figure stuff out when I got here. No, that was not how it happened for me. Before I moved to Thailand, I had a job, y'all. I had a job when I first moved here. I was an English teacher for my whole first month living in Thailand. I was an English teacher. There are plenty of English teaching opportunities here in Thailand. Make sure you guys grab the ebook if you want to know more about that. But yes, I had an English teaching job. So I had stable income when I first came here. I feel like that is the first and foremost thing that I should say. I didn't come here with no job. I came here with a job. I landed in Thailand on Saturday and I started work on Monday morning, y'all. I did not have no downtime. I was at work making my back. Then, as most of you know, I ended up not getting my contract renewed at my English teaching position that I was in. So then that's when I betted on myself and I started the journey that I am now on. Now, if you want to know about that story, make sure y'all go check out that video. I already made a video about what happened with my job, why I'm not teaching English. Yeah, but that was a blessing in disguise. That chapter has now closed, and now we unfold into this new season that I am in. So yeah, while I was still teaching English, I was going live on TikTok a lot. There were so many people on TikTok that just wanted to see my life in Thailand and follow my journey. So I was doing live streams on TikTok. And then my community, actually, they're the ones that put me on to this thing called battling. And on TikTok, basically, you can battle someone. It'll be like half of the screen is you and half of the screen is them, and you guys and your communities basically battle for whoever can send the most likes and gifts. And the gifts, people that are on your battle, people buy the gifts and gift them to you. So essentially it's like people giving you money. It doesn't matter if you win the battle or if you lose the battle, your gifts are your gifts. So I started doing that. I was seeing actually a lot of success from it, which is truly a blessing. When I did get let go from my job, I honestly the helly. But anyways, honestly, when I got let go from my job, I wasn't really that worried because I was seeing I was seeing decent numbers from TikTok. So I was like, okay, maybe we could just keep this going. TikTok's paying me enough to pay my rent, get me some food. So let's keep this going. So I was doing TikTok lives for a little while, but honestly, it started to not really feel fulfilling. I had to put in long hours on TikTok live. I was doing battles for maybe 6 to 8 hours a day, just battling. And it's kind of very draining. It started draining me, and then people's, everybody got an opinion. People's just like, oh, you're begging for money, even though people are free willingly gifting you. But, everybody's going to have an opinion. So, like, to me, it honestly, like, after a while, it did start to feel like begging. Because, you kind of have to coach them through it. Like, oh, everybody double tap the screen. I need 3 roses, If you've watched the TikTok battle, you know it. So, it kind of just got fulfilling. It kind of started to feel unfulfilling that I had to do that for, like, damn near 6 days a week. Like, I felt like I couldn't really take a day off. And I didn't really like that aspect. So, of course, I was like, okay, it's really time to branch out to other things. As you guys know, I already had my ebook. I made my ebook, my Moving to Thailand ebook. I dropped it on Christmas. So, I already had my ebook for a year. But it was kind of something that just, like, sat in my Instagram bio. I didn't really, like, promote it anymore. I promoted it a lot in the beginning. But, like, as time went on, I stopped really promoting it. So I was like, I have this digital product and I'm just sitting on it. I need to promote it more. So I started slowly promoting my ebook more. And then I was like, you know what? It's time to get serious with this. With this YouTube. It's time to get serious. So I started posting on YouTube consistently by the grace of God. I got monetized on YouTube. So now I do make income from YouTube as well. And then because I was like literally within my first week of doing YouTube, y'all, I probably made what I would make in like 2 weeks on TikTok. So I was like, oh yeah, we got to take this YouTube thing serious, So now I'm currently focused more on my YouTube channel. And I feel like it's truly a blessing because I was talking to God and I was praying. I was telling him how I was like feeling about the TikTok live. Like it really like sucks the energy out of me. And like, I would do 6 or 7 hours on TikTok live and I would have no more energy or time for myself. I'll be like, all right, I'm tired. I'm going to sleep, and I didn't really like living in that cycle. So God blessed me, got me monetized on YouTube. I am now making money in my sleep. Essentially, I just post the video and it makes money forever. So now I'm making money from YouTube. So I had my job, boom. I was doing battles on TikTok, boom. I had my Moving to Thailand ebook, boom. I'm monetized on YouTube, boom, And then I would say it's truly a blessing now that I am monetized on YouTube because now I could spend less time on TikTok Live. I don't have to dedicate my days to TikTok Live and my hours like how I was before. So now I have time to make more digital products, which I'm in the process of doing. That'll be more passive income that I can have and make more money in my sleep. So, yeah. In a nutshell, that's how I make money, y'all. That is how I make money to afford to live here in Bangkok, Thailand. But I feel like a very, very, very crucial part of this equation that I feel like a lot of y'all that are not in Thailand don't really understand is that, y'all, the cost of living in Thailand is very little. I believe the cost of living in Thailand is 70% cheaper than America. I repeat, the cost of living in Thailand is 70% cheaper than America. So, y'all, it does not take a lot. I could make like $2,000 a month and be straight. And truthfully, it's not hard to make $2,000 a month off of social media, especially if you have a community that supports you, which I do have. So for me, I feel like it's not really that hard to, make ends meet. And again, I live like a local in a lot of aspects of my life. You don't see me at rooftop bars every weekend. You don't see me going on a trip every week. I live like a local, so I make it affordable for me. I do things that are within my budget. So I feel like that's very important. The lifestyle that I have here is a big part of why I can afford to live here just off my social media money. Why I don't need a job and how I'm staying alive and being afloat, So, yeah, keep that in mind. Hey, y'all. I'm just here to remind y'all to hit the subscribe button. If you like what you're seeing, why you not supporting? Hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to support a little further, you can also hit the Cash App or hit the PayPal. I take donations of any size, big and small. They all make a beautiful impact on my journey.
$10 coming on the Cash App.
Thank you, sister. Ciao. Now back to this video. Now, for the part that I know y'all are waiting for. Never mind about me. We finished with me. Now about you. Because I know you on the other side of the screen. You want to move to Thailand, but you're like, what I'm going to do for money? How I'm going to make money? What? I'm here to help you. Y'all, I did my research. And I got y'all. I have 4 ways that you can make money while living here in Bangkok, Thailand. So, y'all ready? All right, let's go. Now, dang, I burped. Oh my God, excuse me. Number 1, teaching English. Of course, I started there. You're probably going to start there. The average expat that has moved to Thailand probably started there. It's okay. We all got to start somewhere. Get your boots on the ground, Getting a job is okay, So teaching English, I would say, is the number 1 way that people make money here in Thailand. The average expat that you will meet is an English teacher. It's the easiest job that they give here to foreigners because there are a lot of jobs here that are saved for the Thais. So foreigners cannot work them. A lot of, people be like, oh, I'm going to just come and work at 7-Eleven. Nope, that's for the Thai people. There's a lot of jobs here that foreigners cannot do. You can only do a job that adds value to their society. So they want to learn English. You know English. So you're adding value by teaching them English. Number 1. Oh, back to that. I heard that there's people on this internet saying that you do not need a degree to teach English in Thailand. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody, I'm open-minded. I accept constructive criticism. But correct me if I'm wrong. But you cannot teach English in Thailand without a degree. Even in my ebook, all of the programs that I list in my ebook, you need a degree. It doesn't have to be in education. It could be in anything, but you need at least a bachelor's degree to teach English in Thailand. Because I heard that there's people out here saying y'all don't need a degree. Make sure y'all know who y'all getting y'all information from. Do your research. Number 2, which I would say is the most popular, remote work or freelancing. Because I would say the best position that you could be in is living in Thailand, spending Thai baht, but making USD to your bank account. That's a good position to be in. Yeah. So obviously, find you a remote job. I heard that, everybody kind of wants to be a remote worker these days. So the job market is tight. But if you can, try to get you a remote job from the States or from the UK or something while living here in Thailand, because that's amazing that you're making such high currency and you're not really spending that much. So yeah. Also, they have freelancing. If you have any skills, monetize off your skills. Post ads for yourself on Upwork or Fiverr. Those are platforms where people are outsourcing people to do different things. Monetize off your skills, y'all. Don't let it go to waste. Don't sit on that talent that God has placed in you. Okay? Now, number 3, which I don't know. I feel like it's controversial. But yeah. Number 3 is going to be content creation / personal brand. Meaning, TikTok, YouTube, correct. So, on social media platforms, if you have over a certain number of followers, you can start to get paid from those platforms. And then you will create a personal brand for yourself, which is, what I'm doing. You'll have people that follow you for a specific reason. You create a personal brand for yourself, and then you can start offering products and offering value at a cost to your community. So for example, me, I moved to Thailand. I started using TikTok. I created a personal brand for myself. I made my ebook, my Moving to Thailand ebook, because I had so many followers that wanted to move to Thailand. And look, I'm offering them value. I'm filling the gap. I'm filling the need. That's what my pastor just said this on Sunday. Find a need and fill it. So if you're watching this video, take it and run. Find a need and fill it. That is how you succeed in life. Find a need and fill it. But yeah. So yeah, create content creation / personal brand. And then number 4, which I'm also going to be doing. Online business / drop shipping or digital products. You're in Asia. Asia is I would say very entrepreneurial hub. They have a lot of products that you can get for wholesale at a cheap price. So find something, that has purpose, that resonates with you, and sell it. Market your products to people back in America. Maybe you can find drop shipping. Drop shipping is when it goes directly from the vendor to the customer. So you just have to be the face of the brand. You don't touch the product or nothing. I would say that's the best option. But again, you have to do your research and find companies that offer what you need. So let me be real with y'all for a second. When I first moved here, I did not have everything figured out. I swear I didn't. But I had faith, I had a plan, and I had discipline. And those three things have took me all the way to where I am today. So don't be sitting around trying to think like, oh, I'm waiting for the perfect time. I'm waiting for the perfect time. Sorry to bust your bubble, but there's no perfect time to do anything in life. And it took me 25 years to realize that. We really have to just have faith, step out on faith, and try stuff. If it works, amazing. If it don't work, guess what? You learned a lesson. You learn what not to do the next time, you know? So take everything as a learning lesson. And again, if you really want to move to Thailand and you're serious about it, grab my ebook. The link is down below. I didn't make it for Nilly Whitley. I made it to inspire people like you and to help people just like you that was in the same situation, miserable, back in the States like I was. So yeah, if that's you, make sure you grab the ebook. But thank you guys for joining me today. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you soon.